What's up, guys? Welcome to episode number 66 of our Hunters Gym mode. So in last episode, we got eliminated in round number 1 against the Ottawa Senators, and the Stanley Cup champions this season were the Edmonton Oilers. I'll show you guys the playoff tree and how everybody got to where they were, and then we will get on to the draft. So basically what happened in the first round, I think I showed you guys also in the last episode. But Ottawa ended up going all the way to the Eastern Conference Finals against Carolina, who Carolina beat the Rangers and Philadelphia beforehand. So it was the Carolina and Ottawa Eastern Conference Finals, but Carolina beat them in 6 games to move on to the Stanley Cup Finals against the Edmonton Oilers, like 2006, and lose in 6 games. Also, I just realized St. Louis was almost at the Stanley Cup Finals that year as well. St. Louis could have won another Stanley Cup. They have won too much in this franchise mode. While in the AHL, I didn't really check. That's how it went. I don't really care that much because our AHL team did not make it this year. Mainly the reason was because we had a bunch of rookies playing down there, and I guess they were just starting to play in getting used to playing in North American hockey, if some of them were from Sweden and stuff. So anyways, let's get on to the draft. I'm not sure exactly what we're looking for. I think more of a goaltender because we've been scouting goalies, obviously, but McMillan is getting kind of older and he's only an 85, so I would like to find a new starting goalie for the future once McMillan decides to hang them up. This year we have the 23rd overall pick, so not very good, so we probably won't find anybody too huge, but might as well see if we could find somebody. So Ouellet is the first overall pick this year. It's another grinder like last year's. Second is Addison to LA, and third overall is Y Fleury, a defenseman. Okay, so that's the top 3 for this year. Let's assume to our user pick. So apparently Kirby Reichel has been traded to the Florida Panthers, I think it said, and there's been some other trades. We'll look at that afterwards. Looks like maybe Morgan Rielly got traded to the New Jersey Devils, which isn't good because New Jersey's a bit of a rival of us. So unless it was Mike Riley, I don't know. So the only guy that's supposed to still go in the first round is this guy. So we should probably go with him considering the rest are first/second round. His name, what was it again? Zach Delmas, left wing 2-way forward. So this guy could be a good potential replacement for Michael Dalcoli. There's also a lot of other left wingers and stuff like that, but I think I'll wait until the second round or something to find a goalie. So let's just draft this Delmas guy, and he's a medium top 6. So that's not too bad. And since he's 20, he might be NHL ready almost. So, and also Brian Montour has been traded to the Carolina Hurricanes. So Brandon Montour, I don't remember his name. But I don't know why Carolina would trade for a defenseman, considering Carolina's already got a very good defensive core. If you guys remember from a few seasons ago when we had to play them in the playoffs, they had people like Liljegren, Falk, they had so much of them. So I don't know why they drafted a defenseman, but whatever. Okay, so we're going to do our second round pick and then auto-sim the rest, I think. So there is a goalie supposed to go in the second/third round, but he's a stand-up, so I don't know if he's been that good. Franklin Wall. He might be a wall in that, so let's give this guy a chance. Even though he might be worse than the others, and he's a medium starter, so that's actually not too bad. Hopefully he grows to be something good. And yeah, let's assume the rest of the draft. See what the computer got us. So J. McIntyre, V. Safronov, S. Olchuk, J. Taylor, and J. Helmerson. Okay, so we're gonna just save quickly because I don't want to lose all those prospects that we just got. I like to save frequently just in case. Is like I said, I had my power go out a couple days ago, so, and I don't want to lose footage. So okay, sim to resign phase. Okay, so who do we have to resign this year? Hopefully nobody too huge. It looks like Flaherty, so that might be one that's huge. Let's start off with our unsigned guys first and see who are good. So Duchesne we drafted last year. Last year at 29th overall. He's a 74 already, so he could definitely play in the AHL. McIntyre's is 74 as well. He was drafted in the 3rd round last season, it looks like. Redenbach, he's at 69. Dalmas is actually at 69 out of the draft, which is not too bad, but I don't think he's ready for the AHL just yet. And then there's the rest of the guys. Did the compute hazard goalie guy, 67, and it's not very good. I don't know if he's gonna grow to be anything huge for us, but we'll see. Anyways, here's our contracts that we need to resign. So Edwin Ramsey is his name. Edward Ramsey, yeah. He needs to be resigned. Same with Xavier Alcock and Rory Winquist. Summers and Alanin probably get re-signed for the AHL. UFAs, we need to sign some big guys actually. Wow, okay. So we need to resign Velarde, Dalcoli, Kudrock, Pulak, Grellinger, Lucas Braun, Lucas Grice, Dawson Holt. Yeah, some big names there, so that's huge. And then McMillan even needs to be signed. So this is going to be a really big offseason for re-signing people. So I'll re-sign as much as I can and get back to you guys in a bit. See you soon. Okay guys, we are back. So I offered like a bunch of our good guys contracts, but a lot of them turned it down because they want to win now, and that's not good. As you can see with our UFAs, Ryan Pulak was one of the guys that rejected. He need more money, and the thing is, we're already giving him over $11 million if we want to get him on a 1-year deal, which I'd rather get him on a 1-year deal because he's 35. So, like, we have 44 million in cap space, but we're not going to be able to get everybody back. So, I'd like to get definitely Kudrock back on a 1-year. Let's go with a 2-year deal at $9 million. Last time he rejected it, so we might have to go up to 9.5. So let's just do that. Dalcoli also was one of those guys that rejected, which isn't good. Grellinger, we need to try and get these defensemen back because their defensive core is kind of weak already. Let's see, 2 years at 10 million, and then after this year, during this year, we'll probably have to trade somebody. Let's see who else. I got McMillan back, which is a key piece for our team. I need to sign these RFAs though as well because these guys are young, and I'd rather get those guys than older guys potentially because these guys could still grow. At least these guys seem to be pretty cheap. $1 million for a few years. In comparison to the rest of the team, like a lot of these guys want like a ton of money. Like look at Michael Dalcoli. 1 year, I know he's gonna retire after this season. He wants 1 year at $10 million, so we might have to just let him go for the last season of his career. Grellinger, I'd like to get him back though, if I can. 2 years at, let's give him 7 point. We have to get him back, so let's just give him $8 million for 2 years. We aren't probably going to re-sign Dalcoli, which is a big loss, but at least Kudrock is a left winger as well, so Kudrock could just take his place in the left wing slot. But then that means we need a right winger up on the first line. Dawson Holt, he wants pretty cheap money, so we're going to give him a 1-year deal. Spike Payer might be, he's going to be 2-way deal, okay, whatever. Give some of these guys contracts. Let's go to our unsigned guys again for a second, because we do need to sign some of our unsigned guys. So Duchesne, some of these guys might jump right to the NHL, I don't know. And yeah, the rest of these guys should be fine. Okay, RFAs, we offered everybody. Sommers and could play, I guess, in the AHL still. Same with Alanin. Yeah, let's just advance a day and see if we get everybody back. But yeah, it sucks about Dalcoli. We're probably gonna have to let him go, and then we're probably gonna pick up somebody else. Some of these guys might not want to resign with us. So Ryan Pulak decides to resign with us now. That's good. Alcock, Winquist, Duchesne, Ramsey, Kudrock actually does too, and Grellinger's rejecting our contract, so we might have to let go of Grellinger as well, which really sucks because he's been a part of the team since he got drafted way back. He was like a 7th overall pick of ours as well, so I expected him to grow a lot more than an 85, but he hasn't really done that at all. So, yeah, let's just see. contracts. List all contracts. Who else do we have to re-sign other than those two UFAs? There's a bunch of young guys too, actually. So yeah, let's just re-sign these young guys. Lautner, that guy's ready definitely for the AHL. Westcott. You know, this guy's a bit old. We're gonna release him. Fister could play in the AHL. Messier could also play in the AHL. Bernier we're gonna release him even though he's a 72. And Fleischmann does not look like he's gonna grow much. Okay, so yeah, this is a bit of a tough one. Tarasov, we gotta get back. Scatcherd as well. But yeah, see, look, Grellinger, I don't know why Grellinger doesn't want to sign with us because he's only 31. He wants a 4-year deal at $7 million, which is a lot of money. We still have $25 million in cap space, so we might be able to get him back. But we'd have to give him a long-term deal, so that might be not worth it. So Lane we're going to get back, though, for the AHL just because we need a starter down there, and we might have to look for a new backup. Yeah, we're going to look for a new backup, so bye-bye Connor Ingram. Thank you for your time here. So we got everything back for RFAs right now. Okay, so it's just these UFA guys that we need to get back if we can. So Grellinger, let's see if we can. Let's just give him what he wants. And see if he stays with us. Del Coley, I think, yeah, I'm gonna have to release him because he's gonna be retiring soon. So this is a big loss to our team. But thank you, Michael Del Coley, for your time here. You've done a lot for this team. So yeah, he's going to be back. Winchester, did we just offer him a contract? No, we did not. Jake Clark as well. Get all these AHL kind of guys back for our team. And that should be it. Hopefully all these guys re-sign with us. If Grellinger doesn't, then we'll probably release him and we'll have to find a new defenseman for him. So advance a day and Scatcherd accepted. Clark, Winchester, Grellinger does accept. Nice. So that's good. And all these young guys do as well. So yeah, our only loss really at this free agency was Michael Del Coley. The rest were nothing too huge. We also lost Connor Ingram. But yeah, that was a bit of a loss. Hopefully we could find a new left wing replacement. Somebody that's just as good as Del Coley was with us. We are getting into the late years, probably. Wait, how much years has it been so far? 15 years. So we probably have like another 10 years still left in this franchise mode. I don't even know what year it goes up to. Like I've done it at one of my offline GM modes all the way to the end, but I can't remember what season was it that it ended it. So let's see what's available for free agents. So Philip Forsberg, I think, is that Philip Forsberg? Yeah, Philip Forsberg's still playing. He looks like he's going to retire. He only wants a 1-year contract, but more money than Michael Del Coley, but he'd be a good replacement for him. There's also some other ones, but there's nothing really huge actually available. Anderson Dolan, why is this guy an exact AHL top 6 forward if he's an 86? Drafted in 2017. He looks like we could use him as a left winger. There's also a Nylander. Yeah, we're gonna offer this Anderson Nolan guy. He only wants 2 years. We're gonna give him down to 9.5. No other teams are currently interested in him, but we'll see. And let's see, we also need a defenseman, maybe. Or maybe not. Oh, we need a backup goalie. That's what we needed. Goalies. Let's see what's available once it loads up. So Engren's the best, but he's listed as a starter. Added 84, which is not good. Anybody listed as a backup? Jay Krog. This guy's not too bad, actually. 26 years of age. So let's get this guy, if we can, on a 1-year deal at 2.4 as our backup. Considering he's just a bit better than Connor Ingram and younger, so. And yeah, that should be good. So let's just see if we can get any of these guys once go back, because I just made a mistake by pressing the A button. Yeah, hopefully we could get these guys and then we'll send them to the start of next season and look at our lineups. Even without Michael Del Coley, hopefully we do good this year. And hopefully he doesn't sign with a team that we play in the playoffs. And so Jody Krog says he thinks he could add to a lot of to a team that's destined for a good run in the playoffs. Apparently, he thinks we're going to be good in the playoffs this year, so hopefully he's right. He's our backup goalie now, and Anderson Dolan decides to reject and sign with the Buffalo Sabres. So we still need a new replacement left winger unless we want an AHL guy coming into our lineup. There's Parrish, 82. That's not the worst. How much does he want? 2 years. Yeah, you know what? We'll just sign this guy. And yeah, hopefully that works out. So 3.2, just a little less than he wants. But let's see if he can join our team. And will he? Come on. No, he decides to go with the Calgary Flames. So our roster's full. Okay, so I guess we'll just leave it the way it is and then send him to the start of next season. So Krog, I don't know what he likes. Let's just see if he likes demanding first. He likes demanding, good. Like a lot of our team likes demanding, it seems like, so that's good. Yeah, so let's just sim to next season already and see how our lineup looks. So I'll see you guys in a bit with when the season starts up. Okay guys, we're back up here at the start of the season. Let's take a look at our lineup. So our offense category dropped off by a bit, like only by 1. But let's go to roster moves and see who's not supposed to be on our NHL team that is. So anybody who should be in the NHL. Wow, Vannon grew a lot. He's up to an 84, so I'm definitely very happy with that. So at least he could jump into the lineup. Same with Barnes probably, and Dexter was here last year. Garnett will keep down there even though he's an 80. So wait, Dexter or Barnes is a defenseman, so Scatcherd could Clark could definitely go down. Dexter was like a winger. Winchester could go down, and Vannanen was a centerman, so Shing could go down. We'll do that for now. But yeah, Vannanen grew a lot. He's probably because he's like a Finnish power forward, I think. No, he's a playmaker, but still 20 years of age and he's up to an 84, so this guy might be huge for us. We drafted him in the second round of 2028. Let's just edit the lines a bit. Anybody who should be in the lineup there? No. Holt should be in the lineup over Payer, I think. So Lucas Braun is listed as a third line checking forward, so he should be fine there. Okay, that is good. So Alcock will put you on the left wing instead. And we'll move Dawson Holt to this right wing spot. So here's a look at our lines, or at least for forwards. We'll edit defense afterwards. So Michael Kudrock alongside Gabriel Velarde and Jacob Grimes. So our right wing's a little weak, but oh well, it's balanced. And then our second line has Josephson 84, Grice 83, and Ramsey 82. Our third line has Gore, who's an 84, Vannanen, who's an 84, and Dexter, who's an 81. And then our fourth line is Lucas Braun 83, Holt 81, and Alcock 81. So it's pretty balanced throughout the entire lineup. And then defensively, wait, is anybody worse or better than Rehnquist? No, the rest are not that good. So here's our defensive lineup. So Pulock and Grellinger both are pretty old now. 85-86. Second line is Rich Beagle with Day 83-82. And then Kyle Barnes jumps into the NHL with Rory Winquist. So that's our lines for defense. And then goaltending, McMillan's an 86 and Krog is an 83. So anyways, guys, that's going to do it for this episode of our Islanders Mode. So in the next episode, we'll start up the season simulation and whatnot. So thanks, guys, for watching. See you guys next time.